Hello, YouTube family, and welcome to What's on Hollywood. Today, we are going to talk about the top 12 most powerful Avengers in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The MCU is full of mighty heroes, but who is the strongest Avenger, and who is the weakest? This is a question that many fans have debated over the years, and there is no definitive answer. However, based on the movies and shows that we have seen so far, we can try to rank the Avengers according to their power levels, abilities, feats, and potential. Of course, this is just my opinion, and you may disagree with some of my choices. So, feel free to share your own rankings in the comments below. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to get notified of my future videos. And now, let's get started with the countdown. 12. Hawkeye. Starting from the bottom of the list, we have the archer of the team, Hawkeye. Hawkeye, also known as Clint Barton, is one of the founding members of the Avengers, and a former S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. He is a master marksman, who can shoot arrows with pinpoint accuracy and use various trick arrows to suit different situations. He is also a skilled hand-to-hand combatant, spy, and strategist. However, he has no superpowers, and relies on his equipment and skills to survive. He is often outmatched by stronger and faster foes, and has to rely on his teammates to back him up. He is also haunted by his past actions as Ronin, when he became a ruthless vigilante after losing his family in the snap. 11. Black Widow. Next, we have the other founding member of the Avengers, and the first female hero of the MCU, Black Widow. Black Widow, also known as Natasha Romanoff, is a former Russian spy and assassin, who defected to S.H.I.E.L.D. and became an Avenger. She is a master of espionage, infiltration, interrogation, and manipulation. She is also an expert martial artist, acrobat, and marksman, who can fight with various weapons and gadgets. She is brave, loyal, and compassionate, and has a close friendship with Hawkeye, Captain America, and Hulk. However, like Hawkeye, she has no superpowers, and is often outclassed by stronger and more durable opponents. She also sacrificed her life to obtain the Soul Stone in Avengers Endgame, making her one of the most tragic heroes of the MCU. 10. Falcon/Captain America. Moving on, we have the new Captain America of the MCU, Falcon. Falcon, also known as Sam Wilson, is a former U.S. Air Force pararescue, who became an ally and friend of Steve Rogers. He is a skilled pilot, who can fly with a pair of mechanical wings and a jetpack. He also has a drone named Redwing, that can assist him in reconnaissance, combat, and communication. He is a proficient fighter, who can use firearms, knives, and a shield. He is also a natural leader, who can inspire and motivate others. He inherited the mantle and the shield of Captain America from Steve Rogers, after proving himself worthy of the legacy. He is also the first black superhero to lead the Avengers in the MCU. However, Falcon has no superpowers, and is dependent on his suit and gear to fly and fight. He is vulnerable to damage and hacking, and can be overwhelmed by more powerful enemies. He also struggles with the pressure and responsibility of being Captain America, and faces discrimination and prejudice from some people. 9. AntMan. Next, we have the smallest hero of the MCU, AntMan. AntMan, also known as Scott Lang, is a former thief and engineer, who became a superhero after stealing and wearing a suit created by Hank Pym. The suit allows him to shrink or grow in size, while increasing his strength and durability. He can also communicate and control ants, and use them for transportation, reconnaissance, and attack. He is also the only hero who can enter the quantum realm, a subatomic dimension that can alter time and space. He is a funny, friendly, and lovable guy, who cares deeply about his daughter and his friends. He is also a valuable member of the Avengers, who helped them travel back in time and undo the snap in Avengers Endgame. However, Ant-Man is not very experienced or skilled as a superhero, and often relies on the guidance of Hank Pym and Hope Van Dyne, aka the Wasp. He is also impulsive, clumsy, and easily distracted, and can make mistakes that jeopardize his missions. He also has to deal with the consequences of his actions, such as being under house arrest, losing his company, and being hunted by the law. 8. Spider-Man. Moving on, we have the youngest and most popular hero of the MCU, Spider-Man. Spider-Man, also known as Peter Parker, is a high school student and a science prodigy, who became a superhero after being bitten by a radioactive spider. He gained superpowers such as enhanced strength, speed, agility, reflexes, durability, and a spider sense that warns him of danger. He also created web shooters that allow him to swing from buildings, shoot webs, and use various web-based gadgets. He is a smart, brave, and kind-hearted kid who wants to help people and make the world a better place. He is also a huge fan of the Avengers, especially Iron Man, who became his mentor and father figure. He is also the only hero who can wield the Infinity Gauntlet without dying, as he did in Avengers Endgame. However, Spider-Man is still young, naive, and inexperienced, and has a lot to learn about being a hero. He is also easily overwhelmed by his enemies, his responsibilities, and his emotions, and can make rash and foolish decisions. He also has to balance his superhero life with his personal life, such as his school, his friends, and his aunt. He also has to deal with the fact that his identity was exposed to the world by Mysterio, and that he is now wanted for murder. 7. Doctor Strange. Next, we have the master of the mystic arts, Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange, also known as Stephen Strange, is a former neurosurgeon, who became a sorcerer after a car accident that damaged his hands. He learned the ways of magic from the Ancient One, and became the protector of the Sanctum Sanctorum in New York, and the Sorcerer Supreme of Earth. He can use magic to manipulate reality, create portals, cast spells, summon weapons, and astral project. He also has the Eye of Agamotto, which contains the Time Stone, one of the Infinity Stones that can control time. He is a brilliant, arrogant, and sarcastic man, who has a strong sense of duty and honor. He is also one of the most important heroes of the MCU, who foresaw the only way to defeat Thanos, and orchestrated the events of Avengers Endgame. However, Doctor Strange is not invincible, and can be injured or killed by physical or magical attacks. He also has to follow the rules and laws of magic, and face the consequences of breaking them. He also has to deal with the threats and enemies from other dimensions, such as Dormammu, Nightmare, and Mephisto. 6. Scarlet Witch. Moving on, we have the most powerful female hero of the MCU, Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch, also known as Wanda Maximoff, is a former Hydra experiment and Sokovian orphan, who became an Avenger. She gained superpowers from exposure to the Mind Stone, one of the Infinity Stones that can manipulate minds. She can use chaos magic to manipulate energy, matter, reality, and minds. She can also fly, create force fields, and fire blasts. She is a passionate, loyal, and compassionate woman, who loves her twin brother Pietro, and her lover Vision. She is also one of the most tragic heroes of the MCU, who lost her parents, her brother, and her lover, and suffered from grief and trauma. She also created a false reality in Westview, where she lived a sitcom-like life with Vision and their children, until she realized the truth and freed the town. However, Scarlet Witch is not fully aware or in control of her powers, and can cause harm to herself and others. She is also emotionally unstable, and can be manipulated or corrupted by her enemies, such as Agatha Harkness, or the Darkhold. She also has to face the wrath of the people she hurt in Westview, and the possible arrival of a multiversal threat, such as Thawne, the Elder God who is the source of her chaos magic. 5. Captain Marvel. Next, we have the most powerful cosmic hero of the MCU, Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel, also known as Carol Danvers, is a former U.S. Air Force pilot and a member of the Kree Star Force, who became a superhero after absorbing the energy of the Tesseract, one of the Infinity Stones that can manipulate space. She gained superpowers such as cosmic energy manipulation, photon blasts, flight, super strength, speed, durability, and binary mode, which enhances all her abilities to the maximum. She is a confident, courageous, and charismatic woman who fights for justice and peace in the galaxy. She is also one of the most loyal and trusted allies of Nick Fury, who gave her the nickname Captain Marvel. She is one of the most powerful cosmic heroes of the MCU, who can destroy spaceships, withstand Thanos' headbutt, and hold her own against the Supreme Intelligence. 4. Thor. Next, we have the god of thunder, Thor. Thor is the son of Odin, the king of Asgard, and the heir to the throne. He is the wielder of Mjolnir, a magical hammer that can summon lightning, fly, and return to his hand. He is also the wielder of Stormbreaker, a powerful axe that can channel the Bifrost, a rainbow bridge that can transport him across the 9 realms. He is a warrior, a leader, and a hero, who has fought countless battles and enemies, such as the Frost Giants, the Dark Elves, the Chitauri, and Hela. He is also one of the founding members of the Avengers, and a close friend of the Guardians of the Galaxy. He is one of the most powerful Asgardians of the MCU, who can survive in space, withstand the heat of a dying star, and almost kill Thanos with a single blow. However, Thor is not flawless, and can be wounded or killed by powerful weapons, such as Thanos' double-bladed sword, or Hela's blades. He is also prone to arrogance, pride, and anger, and can lose his focus and confidence. He also suffered from depression, guilt, and grief, after failing to stop Thanos from wiping out half of the universe, and losing his family, his friends, and his home. 3. Hulk. And finally, we have the strongest Avenger of the MCU, Hulk. Hulk, also known as Bruce Banner, is a genius scientist, who became a superhero after being exposed to gamma radiation. He gained the ability to transform into a green-skinned, muscular, and monstrous creature, who possesses incredible strength, durability, stamina, and healing. He can lift mountains, smash buildings, and withstand bullets, bombs, and lasers. He is also a loyal, brave, and compassionate being, who cares about his friends and allies, such as Black Widow, Iron Man, and Thor. He is also the only hero who can permanently merge his human intelligence and his Hulk strength, creating a new persona called Professor Hulk. He is also the hero who sacrificed his arm to use the Infinity Gauntlet and bring back the snapped victims in Avengers Endgame. However, Hulk is not unbeatable, and can be hurt or defeated by stronger or smarter foes, such as Thanos, Abomination, or Hulkbuster. He is also unpredictable, unstable, and uncontrollable, and can cause collateral damage and harm to innocent people. He also has to deal with the fear and hatred of the public, and the pursuit and persecution of the government. 2. Iron Man. Next, we have the genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist, and the heart of the MCU, Iron Man. Iron Man, also known as Tony Stark, is a genius inventor, who became a superhero after building a powered armor suit to escape from terrorists. He then decided to use his technology and resources to protect the world from various threats, such as the Ten Rings, Obadiah Stane, Ivan Vanko, Justin Hammer, Aldrich Killian, Ultron, and Thanos. He is also the founder and leader of the Avengers, a team of Earth's mightiest heroes, who fought against Loki, Hydra, the Sokovia Accords, and the Infinity Stones. He is also the mentor and father figure of SpiderMan, a young and aspiring hero, who he entrusted with his legacy in his glasses, EDITH. Iron Man is a complex and charismatic character, who has a witty and sarcastic personality, a strong sense of justice and responsibility, and a deep love for his friends and family. He is also a flawed and tragic character, who struggles with his ego, his guilt, his PTSD, and his heart condition. He sacrificed his life to save the universe from Thanos in Avengers Endgame, and his death was a huge loss for the Avengers and the world. He is widely regarded as the greatest hero of the MCU, and his legacy lives on in the hearts and minds of many people. 1. Captain America. And finally, we have the first Avenger, the living legend, and the symbol of freedom, Captain America. Captain America, also known as Steve Rogers, is a patriotic superhero who fought in World War II and was frozen for 70 years. He was revived in the modern era and became the leader of the Avengers, a team of Earth's mightiest heroes. He has superhuman strength, speed, agility, and durability, thanks to a serum that enhanced his physical attributes. He also wields a shield made of vibranium, a rare and indestructible metal. He is a noble, courageous, and selfless man, who always stands up for what is right and defends the weak. He is also a loyal friend and ally, who cares deeply about his comrades, especially Bucky Barnes, his childhood friend who became the brainwashed assassin known as the Winter Soldier. Captain America has faced many enemies and challenges, such as the Red Skull, Hydra, Loki, Ultron, Thanos, and the Sokovia Accords. He has also made many sacrifices, such as giving up his life in the ice, losing his love Peggy Carter, and going against his fellow Avengers in the Civil War. He is widely regarded as the greatest hero of the MCU, and his legacy lives on in the hearts and minds of many people. He retired from his role as Captain America after defeating Thanos in Avengers Endgame, and passed on his shield and mantle to Sam Wilson, aka the Falcon, who became the new Captain America. And that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. Do you agree with my ranking of the most powerful Avengers in the MCU? Who do you think is the strongest Avenger, and who is the weakest? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content like this. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. If you would like more information, you can visit my websites, whatsonhollywood.com and marveldccrossover.com. The links are provided in the description below.